Hey everyone, welcome back to How to Be a Poser. Today we're going to be showcasing team dynamics, and to do that we're going to be using the Rocket and Groot 6-scale figure set by Hot Toys. Let's get started. Alright, here they are, Rocket and Groot, together in their box exactly the way that they're going to come to you. So excited to see what I can do with these things, so let's get rolling. All right, Rocket and Groot. I think that we're going to start, for our purposes here, we're going to start with Groot. His size in comparison to Rocket makes him an ideal candidate to be a foundation for the basis for this dual pose that we're going to try to pull off. So, I think I want these guys, God, look at this. This is such a great figure. So sorry that I take a moment there to geek out a little bit, but it's really phenomenal engineering here. I'm just going to pop this hand off and replace it with this gun hand because these guys are going to be going crazy. And that actually slides on really easily. Don't think there's a lot of concern there at all. And popping that off. And this is his gun support hand. Slide that into place. So perfect. All right, as soon as I put the hands onto this body, I realized that Groot's gun is such that the enclosure here makes it challenging to put the hand where it's supposed to be on the grip. I can pull it off because I've been doing this a long time. I highly recommend that everybody goes ahead and puts the hand onto the gun before putting the hand onto the body. It's just a lot simpler to do it that way. So, this finger is pliable enough that after you get the hand on, you can just bend it and stick it into the trigger finger, and there you go. So easy. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. Now, it's a little bit loose in the grip, so you're going to want to use his body to kind of hold the gun steady. See how that's working there? That's going to keep it aloft. Okay, now see what I'm going to be doing here is I need this hand to be oriented in such a way that it can support this gun. But the ball joint is oriented perpendicular to the arm here. It's going to rotate this way. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm doing is I'm going to rotate the hand up like that, then twist it so that it reorients itself 90 degrees to where it was. Then I'm going to twist the hand back around all the way so that it's in the proper position to cradle the gun. Cool little poser trick there. I kind of like the way that this is looking already, the way that his body is just kind of at this weird angle. It's lackadaisical. It just seems like he's just not even caring. He's not battle trained at all. He's just like, whatever. I'm just going to run towards things and shoot them. It's kind of the way maybe, I don't know, maybe you could imagine a way that a untrained adolescent would go into battle. I don't know. It seems to me like it works. Rocket is going to be living over here at some point. So I'm trying to picture Groot as being the right-hand portion of this image, so to speak, that I'm creating, and also the anchor point for Rocket. So what I'm doing here is I'm kind of creating this curve that kind of just gives a little bit of a space for Rocket to live in. And I'm doing that by orienting Groot so that he's walking forward, having his inside leg, this being his right leg for our purposes, act as the forward leg. So what that's going to do is it's going to create a little room for Rocket to live in, just like a little frame. And it's also pointing the gun in this direction, which is going to draw the eye towards Rocket, towards Groot, and just kind of really give some direction to the three-dimensional image that we're creating with this. This one's going to be so much fun. All right, so let's just get this started by pulling Rocket's hands out. And those are really tight. So I really recommend just nice and gently working them until they come out. Don't yank it. Don't tempt these things to break. They're really sturdy, but they are plastic and they do have tolerances. So try not to exceed those tolerances. All right, let's see. Itchy trigger finger right there. Gun hand right there. That's what I'm after. So this guy's going to go right here. Nice and snug. I like it. This one's nice and snug as well. Bam. Okay, we've got the hands-on Rocket that we need to use in order for him to wield this gun. But we have to dress the gun a little bit, and for that we'll just need to get this harness assembled. There are hooks, and there are receptacles for the hooks. Here, here, and here. And that's pretty easy. So I don't think we're going to be able to successfully get this over Rocket his head. So what we need to do is just get it in his hands first, and then we'll finish the assembly later on down the line. There are certain challenges afforded to the practical that you don't really have to worry about in the digital. And where Rocket's gun is going to be is one of those. So in order for us to do it right, we need to turn it this way so we can get a better view. I wonder if I shouldn't have maybe put that hand on the gun first. Yeah, let's do that, because I'm afraid that if I keep pressure on that, it's going to wind up causing something to break. All right, here we go. Gonna just slowly work that on there. Man, that was so easy. It's so much easier that way. So yeah, do it that way. That's much better. Okay. Now you see what I've had to do here. Just to make sure that this gun is going the direction that I want it to, I went ahead and pivoted the wrist peg in the direction that I want it to go. I want this gun to be going up. So I'm going to slide this back in to his wrist very carefully again. And good. That's done. Now push this down. Again, this gun is heavy. It's gonna be heavy for Rocket, so he's gonna have to have it holding on somehow. Yeah, see what I've done there is I'm moving this shoulder back and bringing this around. Now we're gonna bring this harness back and look for that. Yeah, there we go. There's the harness point. So that's where we need it to be. It looks like this is the place where he's gonna be supporting this gun. So I'm just going to move this arm forward and out, which will enable me to twist the gun a little bit closer to his body. You see that? So let's just see if I can't tweak that right into there. Like the man said, blam! Murdered you! Alright, now I'm just trying to fiddle with this here and trying to get this to lie in a way that's believable and attractive. So it can be done, it just takes patience and practice. In fact, I might want to revisit how I've hooked this particular one into the harness and twist it. I'm just going to rotate this around and hook it right there. And that, by doing that, by turning it 180 degrees, that just kind of forces the plastic to go down in a way that kind of attaches it to Rocket's shoulder a little bit closer. Also, I think it can benefit if you tuck it down behind the rocket pack. See what I've done there? Yeah, look at that, and you can pull it tight a little bit too when you do that. So once it gets behind the rocket pack, rocket pack. See what I did there? It's actually a jet pack, but don't tell Rocket that. He likes it the other way. Now to determine exactly which direction do we want Rocket to be pointing. Oops, look what happened. Hook came undone. That's my fault, I blame myself. Just put it back on and hope for the best. All right, so yeah, that's looking pretty dynamic. And again, we're just gonna bring Groot back into the mix. Now let's just have these guys kind of doing it side by side. Distracting stands are. In fact, I think I'm just going to do a little bit of a tweak here. And Rocket's tail up. There. And there you go. Groot and Rocket's journey is at least as powerful as that of any of the other Guardians. Rocket's gone from having a partner in crime in the original Groot to being a surrogate father figure for Groot's offshoot. Young Groot himself is the essence of adolescence. The kid just wants to play games, until suddenly he grows up. That kid gives me hope for the future, man.